Now, have you ever seen those? There's comedy routines that's actually about men's compartmentalization. That there's literally a room where there's no activity. That's a literal way of a guy's mind. It's legit. You can literally, if you put somebody up to an MRI and watch the electrical pulses and the blood flow through the brain, you can literally tell when a guy is in that part of his mind where there ain't shit going on. Hey, baby, what do you think? Somebody could be talking to you very intense, and I'm not emotionally connected right now. That's a legit.
Yeah, no, because
You know it.
guys will be passing word or something, and then I'll be fucking like in left field thinking of something else and so much shit. I need to be paying attention.
And with this partner, that's a very harmful state typically. Because the message that sends to a partner, and the partner could be your junior Marine at that moment. You don't think they can't tell when you don't give a crap, or I'm not even paying attention. I mean, they can tell that too and stuff. But when it's your partner, and she's talking to you, and she realizes you don't give a crap, what do you think the message is right there?
And then it's not good.
Oh, it's this. Value to me. That's what it feels like. And it feels that way for her because her thoughts are literally, is he even listening? Do you even care? Did you even pay attention? What the heck is wrong with you? Those are such negative, powerful thoughts that can't help but to tank emotionally. You don't care about me. You don't care what I'm saying. You don't care what I just expressed to you. For a guy, whatever.
You know, yeah, well, what you explained is kind of like some of what I fucking feel when I try. It's like it's been, fucking flip flop.
Yeah.
And she said that as well. I mean, it fucking it makes sense.
What can you do about it though? What do you do about it right now?
Well, it's like I would know where to start to go from here, but there's that fucking bullshit that you can take care of, for this situation for that to happen.
Okay. Have you said what the bullshit is yet?
What?
Okay, I thought maybe you were talking about something specific with her though.
No, she's needs to get the hell on board and someone back to be able to rebuild the foundation.
Okay. But again, every time that I hear you say something that is correct, for us to make it, we need this, and you play a role in this. My mind goes to the true statement, but as you're making that true statement, what is going to protect your wellness and your role going forward? Is it going to be solely you looking over at her to see if she's doing her part?
No, I mean, because that would just be set up for failure
Okay.
to go along. But it's like, yeah, make that first step. Is what I'm fucking solely looking at her for.
Okay.
I mean, with everything being fucking aired open, there's almost no shame in my game. Like now I've known where my mishaps have been and what I need, to do different.
Okay. Do you think she's aware of how well you know that?
Yeah, I've told her.
Yeah, you told her. You've shown her.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
it's not legit.
To a certain time. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, we're in this situations where it's very difficult.
It is. It's hard for you to be the way you want to be, the way that you know is the right way to be, the way that you wish you had done differently. It's hard to be there right now because of you. Can't feel it, don't want to do it. Need you to take your first step first, and then then you got me.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, Because I'm not gonna kiss ass or try to make it seem like everything is okay, and like it's gonna work out when I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not gonna give it or show it, because then that's just
So I want you to go back, I don't know how many years, and you guys could have reversed those words, and they would have been as true as the day. You're asking more, blah, 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 because for nothing. Because truthfully, you didn't seem like you were giving her much. Not, you were missing the signs. It wasn't adding up for her. You're doing the same mentality to her that she probably thinks that you did to her that led to this. They look, but in some ways, it's almost the same words, probably. What I needed from you and was trying to expect from you and trying to communicate to you, if you don't follow through on this, then I don't want to do this. And you're not going to get anything back from me. And boy, she was legit. She went off the deep end when she didn't get her needs met. Couldn't do it anymore. Wasn't receiving from you.
to an extent. I mean, that is correct, but I was always there. I was still there for her. Didn't I always chose her over everything else. It's not, bye.
Chose her over everything else.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, then, there'll be times where guys would want to do something like, nah, with the wife doing this.
Okay.
I would put her first. Whether or not I might, on that more deeper, like, emotional level, like, wasn't there, but.
Okay. And so that's what happens with a woman. A guy will oftentimes, this is not a fair analogy, but use a eardropper to drop in these healthy things, and she is a lake or sometimes an ocean. Changes the color right there for a little bit. It doesn't calm all this stuff though, because what's going on inside of she's hardwiring completely different. She doesn't need a little. This all is the way I see it. This hooking up of us together and valuing, is it really what I thought I was signing up for? Um, Most guys think, hey, I'm doing this now. I took her on a date night. And they don't realize that the tide is moving, dude. Date night isn't going to move it. A whole systemic approach to understanding how you work and where you're really at is what needs to happen. And we don't think that way though, because our tide would never be impacted negatively by you. You're not going to take me down. Except actually, she is taking me down.
Well, I don't know if all guys say that. I mean, that's not really right.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to be, like a partnership together. I mean, that's how I know I felt. So she would tank, I would feel it as well.
Okay. You feel it, but did you know what to do about it? I mean, it sucked. I would like that.
Yeah.
Most guys only think it sucks for them because, again, they're not actually getting a partner the way they want.
Yeah.
If their partner didn't cause all that problem but kept it silently to themselves, most guys would be okay.
Well, yes and no.
Because everything else is still working.
Then it wouldn't work. Even if they are quiet.
You're wanting to do this work going forward contingent on something from her.
Mm-hmm.
Idea of you should be doing this work not contingent because you need something from her, but because it actually is the right thing to do. Your support of her, whether she makes it or not, in a partnership. Your ability to do it well, that is at the mercy of you because you're realizing that you keep saying it's at the mercy of her because I can't be well emotionally if her behaviors are all over the map and stuff. And that's because, again, you only are emotionally well at this point in your life if she's playing the game right or doing the right thing. And that is then preventing you from taking those solid actions that you know that you should and you want to. And this formula is getting jacked up. If back then, when this all hit the fan, I don't know what you would park with, if you had to dial it back, I don't know where you would draw the line in the sand of. Is it 4 months prior and, things are out of whack? Is it 1 year prior when the drugs, I don't know when you would back it up to. Um, but the thing that you needed to be stronger about you then, that you wish you could have done, maybe even you were more patient back then, you think so, but now there's more action needed from you than back then. Maybe back then you were reactive and just like, what the hell's going on? I don't know how you were back then. Maybe it's changed 100 times in between now and then. All I know is that you're going to do a better job and you're emotionally protected and doing what you know to be the right thing, whether she does it or not.
Well, yeah, I mean, with other, situations, I feel I do handle shit fine.
What's other situation?
Like life.
Okay.
I'm not an emotional person or think, really with emotions.
Okay. But this one area compromises you pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's kind of surprising a little bit in that if we coasted back 2 or 3 years, the way you were kind of coasting through your life, I doubt that you knew how significant you needed this to be a certain way. You probably, you probably thought you had a lot of fluctuation of, I could tolerate a lot of stuff from her. But she swung it way out of tolerance, big time. And it's true, it is. This is way out of tolerance. She's bringing the world legally crashing down on you and for the kids, and I agree with you totally. So that's significant. It's just that right now you guys need some very specific things to happen. And again, I agree with you that you for you guys to make it long term, she has to start making some right choices, really, no doubt about that. I just think you're fundamentally underestimating how significant you doing what you wish you had done back then, the healthiest version of it. Or maybe we're doing it back then when your patience was longer. I don't know.
I know, like, I know how it should be. I know it's right. It's supposed to be, at least on my end, with the help and communication for her right now. I have to try and help her with that. But I just can't promise myself to do it.
And that's because of this 3 column, where your thoughts are at. We know what these actions should look like. Talk to her on the phone. Before, I would like these to look like this. Babe, how you doing? Hey, you know what? Okay, yesterday did suck, but I'm using good communication right now, and I'm being very receptive and honest, and talkative, and supportive, and doing this, and I'm gonna, and because I think that she'll appreciate that. I think it's what we need. Because I can't do these if my brain is
There is. I try to be understanding and something reasonable with it. But then I'm over there talking because, like yesterday, I mean, so I talked to some staff and they, taking us on board. about doing this, and I was like, well, hey, you just need to work on this, and we can not do these things, you know, and just try to do this, you know, and being in, I guess, that supportive tone and manner.
Because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, but I guess it's more needed to help be successful.
Okay, so you were able to. It made sense. You had the you had the ability.
But yeah, I mean, after the times, I will like calm down and try to make a difference.
Why does it make sense to you in those moments?
Because it's what she needs, and like, I mean, what I should do.
Okay, that doesn't make sense to me then, Michael, because it's always what she needs. Even when she's screwing up, she needs that. So don't, that doesn't make sense to me when you say because it's what she needs. Because it's what she'll need 24/7 for the next 6 months. And yet you're not going to be doing it 24/7. So it's not because of what she needs. Are you able, why were you able to pull it off? It's not just because she needed it.
And it's because also, I mean, it's how like I was feeling, and I think it's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that is way too temperamental. Your, how I'm feeling, what is right, needs to get a lot more solid. And man, I know I'm asking you for a lot. I know I am. She's asking you for a lot.
you ain't asking for a lot. You're trying to make me, see and understand. But yeah,
It's just a more consistent you that's been missing that will keep value into this, regardless of results over there. She already thought she got screwed on the short end of that. Unbeknownst to you, you thought you were giving her results for years, and she was crying out, no, 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 no. You're not listening, you don't understand, you're not seeing it, I'm not. And you kept thinking, yes, I am, I do. But the systems were changing into the marriage. And right now, you need a systemic overhaul change. And you're giving it honest attempts, especially when you're feeling it. But if you're not feeling it, admittedly, you're unable to do it. As a matter of fact, it probably looks like unsupported. I think that phone call there, you know, if you could 9 times out of 10, I want you to, you see that, I would want you to have a totally different voice. That is the support voice. When I get real in depth with guys who are doing this long term, I pull out a mirror, literally a mirror, and make them show me and look at what does my support face look like. When my partner is talking with me, do I even know what my face looks like? Because my partner knows what it looks like. Most guys don't have a clue what their nonverbals tell their partner. I'm thinking, okay, I'm here listening, I want to do the right thing, and 90% of what you're saying is disconnected. You piss me off. I'm so tired of you. They don't even realize that that's the message that they're sending to their spouse most of the time. Because that's what we do as dudes. We don't pay attention to this.
it will happen, especially with something you don't agree with.
Yes.
No, I mean, because she's verbal, she'll,
So it's like,
yeah, so, hey, look at your fucking face, you don't give a fuck. It's not that, but yeah, no. So.
okay, so do we have any takeaways from today? Did we make any movement in any area today? You tell me what you think, and then I'll tell you what I think. No.
It's the back and forth, same thing, just a different scenario.
So here's what I think is doing just by you being here in this an hour and a half. So I appreciate that, but I still think technically we're actually unpacking everything and taking a look at all the pieces. We're kind of labeling them and acknowledging what is significant, what's not, what is systemic and long-term pattern, what's just kind of current to this issue, what needs immediate change, what represents long-term change. To me, this is just you and I kind of openly for the first time kind of looking at the parts and pieces. And then maybe sizing up how would we do this? How are we going to pack this back in? That's to me what this process is. Again, to me, I'm going to be true to my word and just say, Michael, you're only on the hook for 3. You're 2/3 of the way through. But I'm also honestly have to tell you that, if you want to do this, it's more than a 3-session process. I still think the thing that we're talking about can be used by you long term with or without me. Because you know what? You get it. You've been wrestling with it. You just haven't known how to do it or had resources to help you with it. You've been doing it on your own like most people do. You haven't made the progress that life needed you to make, actually. You haven't. I'm sorry, I don't mean that to offend you. It's true, though. I went a decade further than you. I get nervous for you that you might go as far as I did before you put it together. It just sucks for everybody. For you, her, and the kids. So that's what I see. You're right. Does it feel very progressive? No. It's actually unpacking and making things messier. And seeing more disagreement between you and I, or maybe, whatever. There's a reason why I'm still willing to do it with you for just 3 sessions, because it's part of a process that you're going to need. And whether you do it with me or you do it on your own one day, you're going to do it. It just may not go very well, and it could be very costly in the process. And so that's why I'm willing to do this. And then, again, you're going to be the one who chooses whether or not we're going further past that and what time either way. I'm literally just trying to sell you on the idea and the process of maybe something that could help you long term, and maybe even in the short term. So anyway, sorry about yesterday. I probably should have let you have more time talking about that, because it was more than just your wife blowing it. There was more stuff, whether it be legal or emotional or relationship or something else that came on. I don't know, but there's a lot more to it. I get that.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the things, it's almost kind of embarrassed by this shit. And then it's just talking about it just makes anxiety worse.
You didn't appear anxious in here. Are you feeling it? You totally running anxiety all through this session here, or because I thought you did great.
I've been feeling it.
Okay. Meaning for days or what?
For a while.
Okay.